What's up, Court Crew, and welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Courtney Jinean, and I'm back with another video. In today's video, we are going to be doing yet another wig review. So today's unit is fun because I feel like I don't want to say it was inspired by one of my recreations, but I feel like as soon as I saw this, it reminded me of my Megan Thee Stallion recreation where I cut bangs into a unit and then actually like dyed the top of the hair, the roots to be blue, and then everything else was black. So I felt like this unit looked extremely similar to that recreation of Megan Thee Stallion's celebrity hair look. So when I saw this unit, I was like, oh my gosh, I definitely want to try it, but I knew I didn't want to get in the stock card color, which is TD Blue Night, because I felt like that was too close to what I already kind of did on my channel and showed you guys how to do that on your own. So I picked it up in the specialty color TD4/Pink Sorbet. This color blend, it's like a mixture of like pink but also brown, and it really took me back to like, I don't even know what the little monkey was called, but it was a little monkey that was on like all my clothes growing up. I don't know what he was called, but he was a brown monkey, and then he was always on like pink clothing or camo. I'm gonna have to insert a picture because I know, if you know, you know. But anyways, that's what we're gonna be doing today. Yeah, let me go ahead and do my intro. If this is your first time seeing me here on the YT, hey girl, hey. My name is Courtney Jinean. I do all things hair on this channel, but I do have a lifestyle channel called Keeping Up with Courtney, where I do my lifestyle content like vlog, hauls, makeup videos, cooking videos, the whole nine. So if you want to see more of me, or if you just like lifestyle content, definitely subscribe and join the Court Crew family over there. And with that, let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. All right, you guys, so today's unit is the OUTRE ELLERIE. She's a part of the Melted Hairline collection. This is what she looks like if you're not familiar with the unit. Let me go ahead and open her up so we can test her out together. This is what the stock card looks like. She is a pre-styled bang unit, and the specialty colors are all a part of this tip dyed collection. If you're not familiar with the Melted Hairline collection, let's go ahead and talk about the key features. So it comes with soft HD transparent lace, 5-inch deep parting, completely pre-plucked hairline and sideburns, pre-attached wide elastic band for a secure fit, fast, easy, and effortless glueless installs, natural baby hairs, and redesigned comfort fit ear contour. Now, like I mentioned, this unit is a part of their tip dyed collection, so it comes in a number of specialty colors that has that tip dyed color blend. So we have tip dyed Blue Night, tip dyed Cream Soda, tip dyed Deep Emerald, tip dyed Purple Punch, tip dyed Saffron Spice, tip dyed 2/Ginger, and then tip dyed 4/Pink Sorbet. So I picked it up in the TD4/Pink Sorbet, and that color is also included in the stock card inside. So this is the color blend that we're going for today. So I'm super excited about it, like I mentioned, and I will kind of like link down below if you haven't seen my Megan Thee Stallion recreation that I did like maybe a year ago. I'll link it down in the description box for you, but it was similar to this color blend here. So let's go ahead and open her up. I'm excited. This is what the color is looking like. All right, you guys, so this is what the inside of the cap looks like. You have that 5-inch deep parting. Since it comes with bangs, I don't really think I can speak on like the pre-pluckedness at all, but this is what the inside of the cap looks like. The color blend starts with that pink color and then goes down to a beautiful like chocolate 4 color. So yeah, let's try her on and see what we think. Alright guys, the bonnet is back on for my initial thoughts. Let me tell you guys what I'm thinking. So overall, I don't hate the unit, but the color blend is not my fave. The color blend is interesting. I mean, I knew it was going to be interesting based off the stock card itself, but it's definitely different like seeing it in person, like having it on your head. I do think it's going to look better when I have on makeup. Like right now I just have a bare face, so this color blend is not one that you want to have with just a bare face. So I'm taking that into consideration. I also feel like maybe I should have gotten it in the color blend that would have been as like the most similar to the Megan Thee Stallion recreation that I already did, so I can like compare my like DIY to a manufactured version, if that makes sense. So maybe I should have did that, but then I was like, I want to try this pink color. But yeah, so the color, not a huge fan. The unit itself though, love the hair texture. I do think the bangs are a little bit long. I guess I've just been spoiled by casting. I literally had to do nothing. Like it was just perfect out of the pack. So I do think I'm gonna have to cut the bangs just a little bit shorter because like I mentioned, I might have edited it out, but my eye has been bothering me today. So I just feel like the bangs being on top of my already irritated eye, it was just too much, you know? But those are the main things that stood out to me. Like the fact that the color blend I wasn't the hugest fan of, and then the fact that the bangs were a little bit too long. Other than that, like I really like how the unit is styled. Like the curls are really nice. The hair texture is really nice. It's more on the, I would say, silkier side. It's not super yucky. And yeah, maybe that's it too with like the color blend. I just feel like maybe I need dry shampoo or something. So like, I don't know. I need to figure out what kind of makeup look I want to do with this unit because I just feel like it needs something. Like I can't just be coming up here with my everyday makeup. It needs to be like, if we're gonna take it there, we need to take it there, you know what I mean? Like I just feel like I need to take it there. So yeah, I'm trying to decide like what kind of eye look I want. But yeah, those are my initial thoughts. I feel like the unit is really cute. The color blend might distract me a lot, so be prepared if I get to the end and I'm like, I don't know about this unit because the color blend can really sway me nowadays, and I know I'm gonna have to cut the bangs a little bit. But other than that, I feel like it's gonna be a really quick and easy install. I'm gonna go do my makeup and I'll see you guys for the install. This unit has been out for maybe like 2 weeks or so, so if you have tried this unit, let me know down below. I want to hear from you all, and I will see you guys in the next clip.
Remember you used to drive a Yukon. I pick up whenever you call. In the parking lot of Tucson. Are you with me? In the phantom with the roof gone. I pull up like Jimmy Neutron. I can help you get a move on. Like too hard, I know. You like to go slow, but we could go faster. Tell me the password. Slide city, you know what that means. I'm coming up on you quickly. I bring nice things. Slide city, slide. Plenty other men tryna get in the bed, so I'ma get slouched instead. I know it's gonna make you big, but what I do if I didn't love you, babe?
Alright, core crew, here's the completed look of Ellerie. I do have a lot of thoughts, so before we jump in, let's go ahead and revisit the key features to see what is true and what I don't agree with about the key features of this unit. Okay, so first up is soft HD transparent lace. Yes, I feel like this lace is really soft. 5-inch deep parting. Yes, you do have a 5-inch part with this unit. Completely pre-plucked hairline and sideburns. I've said this before, but I feel like the key features surrounding like pre-pluckedness and like, yeah, pre-plucked hairline, sideburns, I feel like maybe that should be removed from units that come with pre-styled bangs. I just don't see that being able to be true with pre-styled bangs. Pre-attached white elastic band for a secure fit. Yes. Fast, easy, and effortless glueless installs. Yes, this was a very easy install. I feel like the most time that I was spending on this unit was about styling, like in terms of like not installing it but styling it, like trying to get it to the place where I liked it a little bit. We'll get into my final thoughts, but yeah, I think most of my time here was spent styling, not so much installing, if that makes sense. Natural baby hairs, again, this is another one where I feel like maybe it should not be included on units with pre-styled bangs. And then redesigned comfort fit ear contour. Yes. Now let's get into my pros, cons, and final thoughts on this unit. I like to start off with my cons so that we can end on a positive note. The con for me is the color. Now I think that I kind of like it, an emphasis on kinda right now, because of the fact that I went in with my razor comb to cut more layers. And the reason why the layers are important for me with this specific color is because after cutting layers, I'm getting a little bit more of the chocolate throughout instead of just going from like straight pink to like a whole bunch of chocolate at the bottom. I also cut the unit, so I cut off about maybe 1 to 2 inches off the unit, just because I felt like, again, the extra length was just drawing more attention to the fact that like the bottom of the unit is chocolate, and I wanted it to be a more cohesive like feathering. I don't know if that makes sense, but this this unit would have benefited from a few more layers. It did come with layers, and I really, after I tried it on at first, I thought that the layers were enough, but I think that was what was hindering me in terms of liking the color. So I did go and cut more layers. I do think that this, my thoughts on like the layering, I think it is more important with this specific color blend. I feel like, for example, this Blue Night that's on the stock card, I feel like this color probably wouldn't have looked as intense as like how this goes from pink to brown. I feel like when you have darker colors like a blue to a black, it could look a little bit more, it won't be as drastic, if that makes sense. So I feel like, I think the color blends that you'll need to maybe cut more layers to get a more feathered or ombre look, I think that would be cream soda. I think that would be saffron spice, maybe ginger, and definitely this pink sorbet color. I feel like Blue Night, Deep Emerald, Purple Punch, those are colors where like you probably won't need to cut more layers. You probably will really like the unit as is. I just think with this color blend, it needed a little bit more layers. I needed a little bit more time to digest from the pink to the brown. So the color blend for me personally is a con. But you guys know, like I said, I did try this type of color blend when I was doing a Megan Thee Stallion recreation. So I don't like hate the tip dye collection style color blends at all. I think it's just this specific one that I'm not the hugest fan of. Or if it had a little bit more layers, I probably would have loved it a little bit more. The next con, I think that the bangs, like the bangs to me, and I right now, Outre Castine is definitely like my golden standard in terms of like bangs, because that bang was like the perfect amount of thickness for the unit that it was on. This one I feel like is a mixture of like, I think it's too thin. I think I needed more hair in the bang, and the reason why I didn't, and you guys know I'm good for cutting some. I mean, look, I cut some more layers into this. The reason why I wasn't sure about cutting more hair into the bangs is because I was like, how will this impact the color blend? Like, will it look crazy if I have like all pink bangs? It was just a lot for me to digest and try to think about. So I did not edit the bangs at all. I didn't even cut them a little bit shorter like I mentioned in the beginning of this video. I really left these as is. I feel like they're not thick enough for the density on this unit. Now, if this was a thinner wig, I feel like the bangs would be the perfect density, but for me, I really like a bang that has enough density to match the unit that it's on. So I feel like this bang should have been a little bit thicker. Also think it could have been shorter, but I don't want to say that's like a complete con, because I feel like for me, you can always take hair away, you can never get it back. So I would rather the unit to come with pre-styled bangs that are a little bit longer than shorter. Anything else on this unit? I did run into a little bit of like tangling, but honestly, you guys, I was really trying a lot of different styles with this unit before just settling on like leaving it as is. I tried like a half up and half down. I tried a little claw clip updo. I tried a couple of different things. So I was really maneuvering this hair a lot, which I don't typically do. So I did run into tangling a little bit faster, but I don't think that's a con, to be honest. So let's go ahead and get into my pros. Now, I said all this about this unit. I do think that this is fun, okay? I feel like the color blend is different. Like I mentioned before, I feel like a lot of times now color blends are what sways me to purchase a unit, because have we seen a bang unit before? Of course, but have we seen a tip dyed bang collection? No, okay? You guys, I was literally DIYing this specific style last year because there wasn't a synthetic wig on the market that had this type of color blend, and a lot of things that like inspires me, and I feel like it's something that like I really love to do, is recreating celebrity looks, because oftentimes we might get discouraged, like see a celebrity in a certain style, color, look, and we're just like, oh, we can't, that probably took hours to dye that unit that way, or that might have took hours for a celebrity stylist to get that specific look. So I like the option of having these sorts of color blends, sorts of styles that are pre-styled for us, the girls who want to get a certain look or maybe a celebrity look, but get it for the low. So that's why I really do like this unit. Like I mentioned, I think I DIY'd this probably about a year ago at this point, and when I did that, there was no unit like this on the market that came with bangs. So I really like that Outre is like filling the gap on the hair market, especially the synthetic wig market. So yeah, I love that. I think this is different, which is something that we're always searching for nowadays. Like, it can get so easy to see a unit just look the same, feel like we're getting recycled units and looks. I feel like this is definitely unique. So that's why I think that this is a pro. Is this an everyday unit? No. I honestly think it probably would look gorgeous as like a number 2, a number 1, 1B. It probably would look gorgeous in like those natural colors. For me, I do think that I would probably like it more in a natural color, but I also know that I've tried a lot of bang wigs and I feel like my perfect one is just Outre Casting right now. So I already got my favorite. If you want to see my top 5 synthetic bang wigs, I will have that video linked in the description box down below because I recently just did a list of my top 5. So yeah, would I recommend you picking this up? I definitely would if you're interested in this specific color blend, like a tip dyed color blend. I think you should definitely pick it up and you want bangs. If you want to give that celebrity look, I feel like this is perfect. All right, you guys, well, that wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Join the Court Crew family down below. I want to hear from you all. What are your thoughts on this color blend? What are your thoughts on this unit? Would you pick her up? Do you remember my Megan Thee Stallion recreation? Let's chat down below. If you missed it, I will have it linked in the description box as well as up in the cards above so you can check it out. Thank you so much to Outre for sponsoring today's video and for sending me this unit, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.